January often sees a spike in divorce filings once the holidays are over and couples look to make a fresh start. But the decision to end relationships are not one to take lightly, and here to help with the do's, the don'ts of calling it quits is professional matchmaker of itsjustlunch.com, Kate O'Connor. Welcome to Good Morning Washington.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so listen, so when it comes to relationships, when you do want to call it quits, how do you know if you've really given it your all? I mean, you know, how many times, is there a certain number of times that you should really give it a go, a really good try, and when do you go with a therapist?
That's a great question. I honestly feel like when you feel in your gut that it's not there anymore, that's obviously a sign that there's trouble on the horizon. If you're with somebody for an extended period of time, like years,
right?
Absolutely. Therapy is a great route to go, but if it's fresh, you don't really need to go that. Just like go on to the next one is what I would say.
Okay, is fresh if you've only been dating for like 5 months or maybe a year?
A year. I mean, I feel like it would be a little bit much to do therapy after dating somebody for 6 months, but a year more, you're looking for serious, go with a therapy route.
So being direct, when you tell that person, look, I don't think this is working out, what if it comes as a surprise to the other person? We're like, I didn't know we had an issue.
Yeah, I mean, just take it easy on the other person. Treat your significant other as if they were breaking up with you. You want to be treated with some respect. So take it light and explain yourself. Don't beat around the bush. Don't say, I'm just not going to tell you. It doesn't matter. Like, tell that person so they don't wonder and you don't wonder for the rest of your life what happened.
But it can be hard to confront someone and say, hey, you know, this isn't working out. I mean, it can be very challenging. But the best way to do it is face to face, to be mature. You are in this relationship. You've given it some time, so be respectful to the other person.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't want to do it over text message or email, especially. Email would be awful, but face-to-face, FaceTime, or just on the phone would be great too. Just to hear the other person's voice and you say how you feel, it would be a better way than just reading between the lines on an email.
And whether you've been dating for 5 months and you're looking to break up, or you've been dating for 5 years, you should really take the other person's feelings into consideration.
Absolutely. You don't want to hurt anyone. You know, if you see them out and about, you want to be on good terms with them. You know, you don't want to kick them out to the curb or, you know, just never talk to them again and make them feel bad. So have some respect.
Now, you said that you know in your heart of hearts when it's time to break up. Is it any different when kids are involved, or is it still, hey, these are my feelings?
Definitely. I have a lot of clients that they say that was the thing that held them back from cutting the cord, you know, is kids. And you want to be there and make sure they're okay and that they have a good example. But at the same time, is it a good example if you're fighting in the front of your kids all the time?
True.
So it's good to separate them and show them a good parental front, and you can still be respectful.
So if you don't love that other person, don't stay in the relationship just because there's kids for 5 or 10 years.
That's when therapy comes into play. But yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work out, then it's okay to move forward and show them that you can be happy in another way.
What about leaving things kind of open-ended? Okay, we're gonna divorce at some point. Let's live in 2 different locations, and maybe we'll get there. Is that good?
No, it's not fair to the other person or just yourself. You shouldn't be breaking up every 5 minutes, you know? So if it happens more than once, that's a concern, because that's almost like a thing you could use against the other person to make sure that they stay around and treat you like gold,
and don't start dating someone else, right?
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
All good tips to keep in mind here with what is just a crazy time of the year, right?
Yeah,
at the start of the year.
It's new year, new me. People are like, new diet, new, you know, workout plan, new relationship status. So it's actually so busy right now. It's just lunch. This is where a lot of people, if they've shed out what's not working for them, they're looking for something good to end 2020 with. So this is a great time to start putting yourself out there again.
Well, I love the tips that you bring with calling it quits. Divorce Month. Kate O'Connor, thanks so very much. We can find more information.
Thank you so much for having me. It's justlunch.dc.com.
Exactly.